You get up, you get down, you look around. Yeah, I like your new hairdo. You're looking at this earth from afar. It's in your craft, you're cruising straight, dead straight, just crossing a line.
Oh, here we go. It's just great reflecting on yesterday, cruising along those along the coastline there of the inner bay of Victoria, over those bridges, and it's my memory is just all water, just that sea breeze, which is fantastic, and that Great Ocean Road, what a cracker.
It was a cracker, and the ferry ride was just as much fun, crossing the Port Phillip Bay, heading to the Southern Ocean, and that's the Tasman Ocean out there toward Tasmania. If you go further down south, and then you've got Antarctica below that. It's a beautiful countryside.
That's right. This is that great part of Victoria where a lot of the surfers, the original McCoy of surfing, really began. Bells Beach and Torquay, and the good old days. We've had many a great occasion hanging out by the water there and getting stuck into some muddy. It's just nice to get back here and reflect on those times. Also with Mum, we used to come up here and hang out and get stuck into it.
I think they had that, it was a Point Break, where they had Torquay Bells Beach there in the final scene with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves, and it was a bullshit scene. It wasn't actually filmed in Victoria. It shows the infamous nature of Bells Beach and the coastline here in Victoria. It's just beautiful.
She is a cracker of a spot, and having had a bit of a rest after yesterday, it's quite, you sort of don't expect what sort of energy you go through riding on these bikes.
Nice and wet. How are you going, Tommy?
Pretty good, Danny. Pretty good. Beautiful sleep. We passed out. I can't remember the dreams, apart from getting attacked by a billy goat. And,
I'll never be the same again.
we've seen a parakeet, and we're watching these conditions. We're here, Geelong. Geelong has been swamped, smacked down like a dunny lid in terms of weather. We've got some hikers outside. Let's show off this wonderful zone and invade their privacy. Notice how very wealthy people get overly dressed for simple things like walking.
I think they're going to Everest.
I think they're going to Everest. Didn't realise Everest was around here. Anyway, we'll go get some brekkie. Got a journey ahead of us like no other.
So it was time to scoff. We got down to the local bakery, got stuck into some pastries, a whole range of different pastries and sweets, and it's nice to see this area after a dumping of rain. One local mentioned to us that they don't seem to have water troubles over there in Lorne. There seems their water storage is fairly high comparative to the very low levels that are going on around Victoria.
So we're back on the bikes, and there's a bit of drizzle around, which makes it a bit slippery under these gum trees. The oil runs off the eucalypts there and deposits a bit of fine waxy sediment on the road and makes it a bit slippery, but never mind. You have to venture into these beautiful parkland, woodland areas just to get some wonderful sights of some waterfalls and some ancient trees like these wonderful gum trees. But here we are in the Otway rainforest of Victoria, and the Otway actually stretches for quite a few hundred kilometres. And here we are at Erskine Falls, a beautiful waterfall just out of Lorne.
She's just beautiful. It always is a great reminder getting into these rainforests.
Where are we, Danny?
We'll be at Erskine Falls on the west coast of Victoria, and this is Federation Television.
There's a very beautiful waterfall behind us, very nice. Reminds us of the one at the Styx in Tasmania, the Styx, Tasmania. I think these places were once joined together. Yep.
Yes, as we were saying, it's bizarre when you think of rainforest and also your tropical reefs around the world. They only make up 1 or 2% of the actual surface area of the Earth itself, but they contain well over 50% of all the species. And for that reason alone, let's have a look at us amongst it in front of the Erskine Falls waterfall, getting a team family pose.
Secret camera. Excellent. you know, the motion gets all the people normally get at photos like smile, blink, and
No. Tommy moved his head in.
oh, what do I do?
You moved your head too far in.
In that way?
Yeah, towards Alana.
Isn't that good? Doesn't that make it in the
No,
photo?
because you're out of it. Because that's the bloody.
When was the last time we got to this beautiful part of the world, Danny?
It's a very good point, Tommy. We used to travel down this way with Mum as a family many years ago. I think I was actually here about a year ago with the Flash, and that was a nice little trip along the coast. But as far as Erskine Falls, I think we might have been here, a good 15 years ago maybe, Tommy. And as we could see from that huge tree stump, which was a reminder of the ancient forest that once grew throughout here in Victoria, and now obviously some smaller trees surrounding the beautiful old wood growth.
That's right. If it's not a stern reminder when you look at these beautiful ecosystems that every 24 hours on the planet nearly 200,000 acres of rainforest is destroyed to maintain human industries, and getting back to these places, if you cannot get a heightened sense of physical health, mental health and spiritual connection, there's got to be something wrong with you. Have a listen to this waterfall, and if that doesn't take you away, I don't know what will.
Yeah, it reminds me of all those trips we did with Adventure Tours right into Central Australia, around Uluru and Katajuta, minus the waterfalls of course, but it's just so important for people to get out, particularly those that live in built-up environments and cities and large towns, to get back to nature, feel the energy and feel the force, and just relax and meditate on the earth and meditate on your health. It's just so good for you.
Well, we're certainly feeling pretty invigorated at this point, and what a wonderful touch to the bike journey to go and see some pristine living ecosystems, and not too many people around, and it's a great feeling to be amongst all this. Not too many places around the world that are well preserved in their original state, which only highlights how important Earth Sanctuary is on this planet for human survival alone, let alone our wonderful planet.
And speaking of these pristine environments, we'll be about a month's time on Federation TV. We'll be hooking around the beautiful Tasmania, and if you have seen Pristine, well, we'll introduce you Pristine as we take Mum around the beautiful little island of Van Diemen's Land down there in Tassie. And obviously we're still midday on this particular journey. Tommy, where should we head off to next?
Well, I think at this point in the day it's not far off getting back on our beautiful iron horses and maybe making our tracks back to the wonderful Mount Martha, where we need to meet up with Benny Boy and Tuffy and Joey Fast Eddie and the remarkable Chairleg himself. It's nice just looking at these bikes. They always look like they're moving whilst they're parked. They just want to, they inspire travel. So it is time to get going. We've come as far as we can on the Great Ocean Road. Maybe on the next journey we'll continue going up to Apollo Bay and some more rainforest further up there on the southwest Victorian coast. But we're just trying to savour the moment as much as we can. These places always travel with you, always deep inside of you. And whenever you're in those deep, busy cities, crazy places as they are, you try and reflect on these places just to give yourself some peace of mind.
There she goes, the Great Ocean Road. Well, we'll be back tomorrow with more adventures from the SFYC team. It is all shit fuck yeah. Come on.